Hey, I have a basic app here that's going to demonstrate lists, variables, and loops. So follow along. Before we get started, though, I just want to just kind of whiteboard out what we're about to do. Just kind of draw out what we're going to do. So in this app, we're going to have a few variables. The first is going to be total, representing total, and average. Then we're going to have this list. So what we're going to do, every time we push the add button, we're going to add a number to our list. Every time we add a number to our list, we have to update our total. So our total is now 2. Our average is now 2. Let's say the next number we add is 4. So that means our total is now going to become 6 and our average is going to become 3. We're going to keep going. We're going to add 6 to our list. That means our total becomes 12 and our average becomes 4. So that is just the basic idea behind this app. A list is just a variable that can hold multiple variables inside of it. And we're going to loop through it to calculate our total. And once you have your total, we can just very easily calculate the average. So let's do all of that. So again, just a label, a text box to type the number in, total, average, enter, and we're going to display everything down here at the bottom. So let's hop over to blocks. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make my variables. Total. Make my next variable. Average. And I'm going to make my last one that I'm just going to call this number list. And we're going to make it an empty list. So every time we click enter, what we're going to do is we're going to add to our list whatever it is we typed into our text box. And I like to then always set this then to be empty, so it's ready to go to the next one. And we're going to make a procedure called calculate total. Because every time we add something to our list, we then need to calculate our new total. So all we're going to do there is for each item in our number list, we're going to set total to total plus item. And I always like to rename this here for each number in our number list. Total equals total plus number. Then at the bottom of this, we're simply going to set our total label to. And I don't like just snapping in like that. You can do that, but I always like to make it look a bit better and put in this total. Now, a big step people often miss in this, and test this out doing it both ways so you can see what I mean. A big step is people often forget to zero out the total before we do this. We need to make sure our total's starting out at 0 before we get into this, and then we can calculate it. Then right after that, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Then right after that, we're going to calculate average. And once you have total, average is very easy. So average is simply total divided by the number of entries in our list, the length of our number list. And to make this easy, I'm just going to duplicate this. Average label, average, average. Now, it's not necessary to snap this in. People sometimes do just to because, but it's not necessary. We don't need this. Boom, boom. Then at the very bottom of this, I'm going to simply set my list view elements to my number list. And I always like to just make sure that it's going to be always clean, and boom. So now you should be able to type in a number, hit enter. It will calculate your total, and from there, it will calculate your average, display it all at the bottom. So, as always, test it out, make sure it works. I hope this gives you a good intro on list, loops, variables, and such. And comment. Let me know if there's something you want me to build in this. There's a lot of different things we can do. Just let me know what you want to see. So, thank you guys. Have a good one.